Okay. So, hi, Dustin. Welcome. Finally. First of
Hey,
all, I want to start by saying a huge thank you for joining me today and for finding time. It's truly a pleasure and an honor for me to have you here because I personally think your contribution to affiliate marketing world is really, really huge. And I know I'm like 100% convinced that our viewers are going to walk away with so much value from this conversation. So let me firstly introduce myself for everyone. So I'm Yulia. I'm the CEO of affiliate tracking software for e-commerce brands, retail, SaaS, and online services called Tapfiliate. And today we have Dustin, who is, in my perspective, not just an expert. He's a professional who has spent over a decade helping brands scale their affiliate programs. And Dustin is also a speaker and a dedicated mentor and a leader whose approach has transformed businesses from the ground up. Well, it sounds really impressive to have such an awesome guest today. And in today's conversation, we'll explore his journey, uncover the latest trends in the affiliate marketing world, and get this expert take on what the future holds for us, at least for the affiliate marketing industry. It will be enough. Okay, Dustin, before we'll start, I would like to know, how did you find yourself in affiliate marketing world? Because the reason for me asking it, I remember I was watching some of your podcasts and even just asking some of my colleagues over the industry how they resulted in affiliate marketing world, and lots of people keep saying that they just came and fell in love. And on the contrary, in my case, for instance, it was super different. It was not love from the very first sight. I remember I was starting as the support agent, and I kept hearing such words as affiliates, publishers, tracking, affiliate marketing. It was so scary. I had no clue what's going on here. So it's like very interesting for me. How did you meet affiliate marketing, and how did it happen in your case?
okay. Well, first off, thank you for that very warm welcome. Really appreciate it. Love it when people are familiar with my content. And I started my own podcast 100 plus episodes ago at this point, and it has been a journey. And I think the greatest podcasts out there are the ones that are educating first. Like, there's no motive. There's just like, you're getting in there having a conversation with people that are also passionate about this industry. And I can see it in your face. This is going to be fun for you to have guests on. I love what you're doing, and thanks for having me. So my journey started 14 years ago. I was playing poker professionally for a living, and I went dead broke, and then I needed to use my psychology degree to get a job, like a real job right out of college. And affiliate marketing, I had some friends that were working for Commission Junction, CJ, back in the day, and they were doing great in it. And I used my military background to help get me my first job in compliance, because my mind could find and investigate well. And so I spent a couple of years in the compliance division of CGA and Impact, and I learned and watched hundreds of affiliates out there, how much money they are making in this space, and I really fell in love with it. And that transitioned into me doing lots of other different things in this industry. So no, I didn't go to school for affiliate marketing. Nobody ever does. You just kind of fall into place because you have a friend in the industry, or you need your first job. Like, you fall into this. I assume that's kind of yours as well. Like, my training, I had no knowledge of affiliate marketing, and then all of a sudden I have 2 months of training, and like, I know a lot. But did you find the same, like, going from 0 to 100 like quickly?
Absolutely. It happens to me just the same way, because I also shared this feeling that, for some reason you think that you know a lot, and it was like true. I was working in the United Nations before I actually started my experience in affiliate marketing, and I thought I knew a lot, but when I came to affiliate marketing industry, it was like, no, it's not the case. I know nothing, and I need to Google some very, I would say, even basic things. Especially, I remember when I heard I think it was my first request in the support team, and there was some client, he was asking something about tracking domains, and I was like, oh my God, I know, I understand nothing. I need to Google it, just go to Google and Google everything, because I was like completely zero here. So I completely understand your feelings, and I feel how it started with you also.
Yeah. Well, it turns out I was really passionate about it, getting some years into it. And, at this point, you in your career, you recognize how little you know once you start meeting other people that are super smart in this industry and know more than you in certain disciplines. And that's my favorite part about having my own podcast, Affiliate Nerd Out, is inviting people that know more about things that I do. And that just improves my education level, makes me sound smarter when I come on podcasts like this.
Agree, fully agree. This is the reason why we invite you to share more knowledge with us. Okay, it's actually sounds very interesting. Dustin, I think you will agree with me that affiliate marketing industry has grown a lot over these years, and including the fact that you are in the industry for so many years, like you mentioned, 14 years. And now, while we learned how you started, how have you seen the affiliate marketing industry evolve over the past decade, if compared especially with the period where you started?
Yeah, good question. I remember coupon sites in their early days when I was getting started, and they were some of the biggest fraudsters because they were doing a lot of trademark bidding, and my job was to go out and catch them, document it, and take their money away. And I saw the real dark side of affiliate marketing with cookie stuffing and false clicks, and people doing whatever they had to hustle to make money in a good way and in a bad way. But I also saw an incredible value in the opportunity in influencer marketing to send traffic to websites and from a first-hand experience from people. And that back then, influencer marketing wasn't associated with affiliate marketing in any kind of way, but it was originally intended to be. And I watched this industry evolve pretty dramatically from going from, hey, coupons are the coolest thing, and look at all this attribution that we're getting, and their conversion rate is so much higher than the other channels, into oh, coupons are the absolute worst. We're not working with these sites, and content is king. Everybody wants content. Now everybody's like, content, yeah, that's great, but I really want firsthand influencers to come and promote my brand. And influencers are the super hot thing right now, and helping people get down that funnel much quicker into a sale. So the evolution of what I've seen in this industry has been big, and probably the biggest of all has been the technology behind it. And I went from very manual processes early in my career into what we see today, where I'm using AI and machine learning and automation in every essence of my workflow in the day, and lots of tools that I'm utilizing. So it is the tools are just keep getting better by the day.
I think it's as they call both a blessing and a curse when you have those technologies on the arena, because I think it's you should have some specific knowledge how to use them and how to use them effectively. Mm-hmm. I think it's also a very good question, but we will discuss it a little bit later. Okay, interested. And Dustin, I have also the question regarding the e-commerce, because we in Tapfiliate are focusing a lot on e-commerce brands, on retail, and this is basically our area of interest too. So I just wanted to ask you, for those who are not very familiar, can you give us a simple breakdown of what affiliate marketing is and explain how it works specifically in the e-commerce space?
Good. I mean, this is an easy one for a lot of people out there that are listening, so I'll make it pretty short. E-commerce is a place where you're going to make your purchase, and affiliate and influencer marketing are going to drive traffic to those sites to help them create that sale and hopefully give them enough of an incentive to make that purchase. And once they make that purchase, that commission is going to be kicked back in some kind of form, whether that be lead associated, click associated, impressions, but mostly my favorite, a CPA, a cost per acquisition, or a rev share model. Like every affiliate manager is striving for some kind of rev share or CPA model and paying the affiliate on the basis of the production that they've made and the traffic that they drive. So that in itself is a simplistic view of it, but the complications between like creating the right program for your product is infinite. Like there is no two affiliate programs that are the same, and if you try to build the same affiliate program as one of your competitors, it might fail because your product is unique, and it takes a unique value proposition to get the affiliates interested in your product and start promoting.
Absolutely. You just like read my thought, because I was going to ask you about one of the biggest challenges. I personally think like every e-commerce brand may come across, or even comes across, is finding proper affiliates that will align with your brand. So I was just curious to know what is, again, in your personal opinion and based on your experience, what is like the best approach to identify those right affiliates who will genuinely drive the value for your product?
Oh, identifying starts off, well, I want to take a step back before we go into that, and that is going through my checklist of opportunities to set up this brand for success in the affiliate channel. And what I like to do is I go through a checklist, and that checklist starts with doing some research on your competitor. A competitive analysis is an absolute must. First, go and join your competitors' affiliate programs and see what they're offering, see what you can offer. And if you can make it a better offering, then that's great. But if you can't make a better financial offering, what are you going to do to incentivize the affiliates to join your program over your competitor's program? And you can't find that information unless you do that competitive intelligence. And once you do that, then you can create what I like to call partner personas. And this is just like your ICP, your ideal client. I forgot what ICP is on the second. Your ideal
Client portrait.
Say that one more time.
I think you were referring to ideal client portrait, right?
There you go. Nailed it. Things slip my mind every once in a while. It's going to happen. And just like that, a partner persona is your ideal partner that would be a great fit for your program. So come up with your first, absolute, we have to have this, and then come up with 2 secondary partner personas. And I've created 10, 15 partner personas for brands that I'm working with, and that will come in time. But let's concentrate on who's going to be the most effective. Is that going to be an influencer? Then let's put it there. Now, if it is an influencer, how are we going to find them and connect with them? Who are they? What are their titles? What is their motivation? How do we get a hold of them? We've got to get really clear on this picture of who this perfect partner is before we start and go and build lists. And then you go and use tools out there to go and build these lists. And then you go and start emailing, direct messaging, interacting with them on the internet to get their attention. There's a lot of points of like getting a hold of those partners, but those are the first steps that I go through when I'm creating that affiliate program.
Okay, it sounds like very like appealing for me, because sometimes I see, and maybe it was also like something that I was doing in the early days, or when I was in the affiliate marketing, when you are trying just to cover everything, you see lots of opportunities, and you're just trying to be focusing on lots of stuff, and eventually you end up with nothing. And I always say to my team, the narrower focus you have, the better, like the higher chances you have to succeed. And I think it's correlating with everything that you have been just saying.
For sure.
Please.
Yeah. That's a great point. And I think one of the biggest failures of affiliate managers early on in their career is trying to reach out to too many people with generic messages. And generic messages just are not going to make any headway in this game. The people that are going to respond to those generic messages are people that aren't going to be difference makers. The way to do it, and have this in your mind as an affiliate manager, and I wish I would have done this much earlier in my career, is focus on a wish list and keep on poking those people that you really want in your program until they give you a hard no, or they come and join and you make some kind of deal. So this should be a very small number of people per week that you have a goal to reach out to. It can be as low as 10. It could be up to 50, but like a one-man crew going in and trying to get a bunch of affiliates, if you're trying to recruit 500 in a week, you're going to fail, because you're going to get some responses, and the responses you get, you're probably not going to like. So be really concentrated on the ones that you really want to get a hold of, and figure out what their motivation is going to be to join your program over others out there.
I support this completely. We've mentioned the motivation, and I really wanted to ask you, like, imagine the situation. We have gone through this checklist, we have the proper affiliates, we have started our affiliate program. And I think one of the challenges also, especially again for e-commerce brands, is just finding the way how to motivate those proper affiliates who will be contributing to scaling your affiliate program, your affiliate channel. And again, in your opinion, what are some maybe effective strategies to keep affiliates engaged and ensure that your program will be growing sustainably?
Engagement is very tough, especially early on in the situation before you've given them any kind of money. Once they make money, relationships get a lot easier, if you've not ever noticed this. But early on, you have to walk a fine line of not begging and poking them too much and making them irritated with you, I guess. And also keeping them motivated to get going. So one of those things that I like to do to get people their first paycheck is create incentive bonuses. So this could be, hey, I'll give you an extra $100 for your first sale, even if the sale is like $10. I don't care. I just want to get them sales active, and I want their content to get up on the board, and I want them to get a taste of earning some money. So whatever that incentive campaign could be is a great way to get started with those partners. Also, you can have contests of I'm going to give away $200 for the best piece of content that comes out this month, and see what kind of content your existing affiliates that have no sales yet come up with, and see you're going to get sales from something like that. Not only that, you're going to get some really good content, and you can take that good content and help them promote it online in some kind of fashion. Maybe you give them a backlink for a really good piece of content, or maybe even drive traffic to it for them. I've spent money out of my pocket or my company's pocket to drive additional budget to really good pieces of content. And that helps that partner, that builds trust with them. They really appreciate it when you're helping them get more eyeballs into their brand or website. So there's a lot of levers that you can pull there once you get a hold of somebody that has really good potential.
Mm-hmm. You know, I especially love the idea of like giving them the taste of money, just because, you know, again, I see lots of like businesses wants the result here and now, and they are like not willing to invest a lot.
Yeah.
This motivation, engagement, and as you just mentioned, just putting their own money on the start just to scale the affiliate programs. And I think this step is like very, very crucial here, and lots of businesses are just skipping it and just waiting for some like big results, for some like big actions
Right.
from their partners. Okay.
It's so rare that an affiliate program can just start up and take off in a few short months. And where most companies fail at affiliate marketing is they don't give it enough time. And I'm sure you've been across this, where you might have a client jump on board and then close their account months later because it wasn't working in their mind. It didn't happen like Facebook ads or Google ads where it was driving revenue immediately. This is a long play, and people have to understand that you have to invest in affiliate marketing for 6 months before it actually makes a profit for you. So the people that are creating these budgets to set up an affiliate program and hoping that it's just going to be on a performance basis, and they're setting their expectations very badly. And I know you've come across this. Is there anything that you've ever maybe a good talk track that you tell people of setting those expectations for in clients?
You know, it's a very good example, because I personally saw a lot of like newbies when they come and they think that they will just set up everything, and then all the affiliates will just come and fall in love with their affiliate program. Right. The miracle will happen. But then, as you have just mentioned, they leave us and say that it doesn't work for us. We decided to stop affiliate program channel because it doesn't work for us. And when we are starting to investigate and research why it happened, and maybe, you know, it's every time I think that we were bad and we were not given enough for the customer to boost the affiliate program, and maybe it's our fault. But eventually, yeah, actually there are different situations. Sometimes it's of course our fault, maybe like we're missing some specific, I don't know, functional opportunities or something else. But it's always like we're super flexible and we are ready for like open for any discussions every time. But you know, it's a very frequent case that I see that, like, this is the reason why I ask you this question, that people are not like, they were not I would say aware that this is like a long run, and you need
Right.
to, first of all, you need to invest something in this idea to create these like I don't know, to create this ground for your like future boost, for your affiliate program growth, to work on the strategy, how we are going to establish those strong long-term partnerships with your partners, with your affiliates, and etc. And yeah, for me, this is like not very clear, and I think this is because like people see those, as we have started our discussion, those like big opportunities, big money, and we like from year to year we see different reports how affiliate marketing industry is growing, it's flourishing, and I think it's like, it's, at least it sounds very appealing and attractive, and everyone wants to bite something from this like testing piece. So I think this is why it happens. And of course, as I said, it could be like different reasons, but like as in Tapfiliate, we are trying to somehow even, you know, guide such like new businesses and at least share with them some expertise from our end and how it happened with our customers who started, and then they did this checklist, they did it right, and then they are experiencing some boost, some growth, and etc. So I think it's like a very common story, and like when you started to talk about this, I feel like, yes, I knew it.
And along those lines, like I think one of the biggest fallacies in this industry is that if I join a new platform, my affiliate program is just gonna blow up because affiliates are gonna come and join that program. And I tell people all the time, like, this is switching platforms is not the solution. I have run $1 million plus programs on Tapfiliate and other smaller platforms that are great for tracking and get the job done. And moving to an Impact or a CJ is not going to magically bring you new affiliates. What brings you new affiliates is hard work from the affiliate manager reaching out to those partners that are going to make a difference. So changing a platform or abandoning your one and saying it doesn't work for me is just borderline lazy, and it's not going to help the situation at all.
Absolutely, especially when you have some limited budgets. I think it's going to be even more expensive to start changing the platforms, start everything all over again. I think it's a headache, super time consuming, and literally a headache. Yeah, I agree. Dustin, there is no surprise for me that a person like you has created a great product as Appistash. And of course, I would like to learn more about what inspired you to eventually build such a solution.
Yeah, great. It was a fun journey. So maybe 10 years ago, a guy named Van Chappell, he had this product called 5IQ, and 5IQ was the first product out on the market that had a database of affiliates that you could use to help recruit to your affiliate program. And when I get into 5IQ, I realized, hey, there's some gaps here, that this could be a better product. And I worked with Van to help make it a better product. He ends up selling that product a year later to somebody else, and I can't use it anymore. And then along comes publisher discovery, and I help Tom over there, like, help build this and make it a better tool, giving him suggestions. And then Media Rails comes along, and I help my buddy Max over there build that tool and make it a better, and give suggestions and feedback. And then Grovia came along, and I did the same thing. So I've already done this with 3 companies. And then earlier in 2023, a 17-year-old kid from Romania keeps poking me and says, hey, try my tool. Let me be on your podcast. And I'm like, all right. And I go in there and I look at this thing that he's built by himself. And it's this beautiful piece of software that is the best thing on the market already. And he's selling it for $50. And I'm like, what are you doing to market this? How have you built this amazing tool? You don't even have experience as affiliate manager. And I say, well, hey, do you want some help? And he's like, why don't you be co-founder and CMO, and we'll go make this thing a better product? And I'm absolutely. So over the last year, I've been helping my buddy Vic here, a co-founder of Appistash, and we've been building the perfect product for an affiliate manager. And what I envision for that is something that is going to be super helpful in finding contact information of people that you want to get a hold of that are going to be a difference maker in your affiliate program, because that is the biggest time suck that I've ever found for being an affiliate manager doing recruitment, is finding the right contact information. And Appistash does things a little bit differently. We scrape the internet in real time for the players that are ranking for the keywords that you want to rank for as a company. They own that real estate already. We want to get a hold of them and make them our partners. So we find the contact information and the people that are working there existingly and find their LinkedIn information, their phone numbers, their email addresses, their social links. All these things are nice, neatly packaged up in PDFs and or CSVs and downloadable, and you can actually email through our platform. So that journey was a long time coming, and all those steps helped me build this tool that we've got today, and we just continue to make it a better product.
Awesome. It seems to me that there is lots of automation behind this product, and there is a concept that is often called a 5-second test or 5-second rule in web design and in marketing. And for everyone who's not familiar with this concept, I will just briefly explain that the 5-second test is used to evaluate whether users can quickly understand what a website or a product or a service is about within the first 5 seconds while they are landing on the page. And I followed this approach and tried to apply it to your website, the F-Stash website. And, I was so much impressed because it was so much clear for me from the very first second what you guys are doing there. Hopefully I was right. And I basically understood that that is the solution where I can recruit some proper affiliates, and it is going to be done with some AI approaches. And my question is related to this rise of artificial intelligence and automation. How do you think, what role do you see these technologies playing today in affiliate marketing, especially taking into account that F-Stash, as far as I understand, is using a lot of these automation and AI approaches and technologies? And how can brands, I think that is the most crucial thing, how can brands use these technologies effectively?
Solid question. First off, AI is just opening up so much more technology and time-saving capabilities for you to focus on things that you really want to do. So I think of automation in a sense of save me time over here so I can focus on my phone calls and my relationship building over here. So everything you can do over here to save me time is going to be super valuable. But you cannot over automate in the relationship building market, because if you do, you're going to fail, and people are going to either get their feelings hurt or not answer you, or you're just not going to get the responses you need. So you need to automate everything up until the point of actually sending out some kind of message to that potential partner. And that's what F-Stash is doing. We're getting to this point, right? And eventually 10 years down the line, maybe we can automate this so much, but we're getting to this point today. And I will help by saying, there's a secret that I do. Once I build this list and I start going down, I will use AI to build me some kind of very quick structure of what their content is about, and make something that is personalized to what their content is, to help me save time on researching through, because I get stuck. If I find a really good Instagrammer, I'm looking through all of their content, and all of a sudden half an hour is just gone, blown away. But I use Claude and ChatGPT to give me a very quick description of what this content is all about, so that I can make a quicker message and have it personalized before that outreach starts up. And then with automation, I can make a 5-email sequence go out over 2 weeks through F-Stash, so that it is timed so that it looks like you're sending each one of these messages individually. But in reality, once I send one message, I am not going to come back and send 4 more messages. I'm just not that good. I can't remember to go and do that in my inbox, and I'm too busy with other stuff. But if I put a 5-email automation in, now I have 5 chances to get a response from that person. We're just increasing the probability of a response moving towards a call. And once I get them on the call, it's a done deal. That's my bread and butter. That's where I want to be. So that's my automation flow, and that's as far as I'll probably ever go with automating.
Perfect. The more I listen to you, the more I understand that, yeah, indeed, we have like lots of technologies and opportunities here, but it's like very, very important thing how you're going to use it, because you can like spoil everything, even with this bunch of technologies and opportunities, if you like didn't understand the principle how to use it and how you can just use them effectively. I think this is also like one of the biggest mistake probably like lots of businesses are going through while appearing in this industry. Okay, Dustin, I have one more question regarding, like, we are talking a lot about like different technologies, instruments, and etc. And I think it's also a very important thing to measure the result of your work. And I think measuring the result and even like the success of affiliate marketing can be really tricky. And I would like to ask you, what key metrics maybe and tools do you recommend for tracking and evaluating the performance of your affiliate marketing campaign?
Okay. My metrics are a little bit different than most. So I like to judge on responses that I get from affiliates and potential partners, and the building blocks of that opportunity. I like to measure how many phone calls I get on per week, per month, and report back to that. Again, like I said, once I get them on a phone call, most of the time we're in a golden situation. So we can move forward if we find the right fit and we negotiate on the right terms, right? Another metric I like to see is, what did I do to make a friend? And that's going to be me doing a favor for a potential partner or a new friend in the industry, and I do something for them and the hopes that they will reciprocate at a later time. So these are long play things that we're paying attention to. Don't worry so much as an affiliate manager about the metrics of the sales that are coming in. That will come later. But you have to think long-term of 6 months before this partner that you're having these conversations with here today, before they're really producing. We can get to that point if they have potential. Find the potential first. Figure out what their motivation is. Get a hold of them. Get a phone call in place. Make that friend. And then they're going to naturally progress into making that sale by building content in this arena. So my metrics are much different than corporations that think in terms of sales is the ultimate KPI. I don't see that at all. So long-term plays are my KPIs.
I think, I'm prone to share this opinion with you because, again, if talking about my experience, I love that you're talking about like my KPIs, my metrics, because as you mentioned in the very beginning, like your affiliate program is unique. And I think it's very important not to be cut out of your reality, because sometimes, I heard a story of my friend, and she was like sharing how they set KPIs for the team, and they just Google like what is like important, what is crucial for such businesses, like for such businesses as their business, and they just take those like metrics, those indicators, and trying to somehow integrate them into their reality. And actually eventually they have like a very basic example where they have like a very high NPS, but their like sales are really low. They have trying to somehow cope with their budget limits and etc. And they are actually not paying a lot of attention to really crucial things that matter for their business, that show like their business health and etc. So I think it's very important to like take into consideration your business model and understand what are your growth points and what is like impacting your business. And I really love that you are like keeping saying like my metrics, my indicators, because I think it's yes, there is some global picture, like global, like I would even say like, yes, we can share some specific metrics, like, I don't know, like RRR, NRR, like ROI, or etc. But it differs how it's calculated in different companies, because like we have different business models. And I think it's it's very important just to not just to Google things and have like more deep knowledge, because you will eventually just understand how you're moving and what you need to change or something in the future, just to make sure that you are growing. And maybe you're growing but you don't know about it because you're focusing on something different, which is really like doesn't matter for your business. So I think very important step here to measure it correctly.
And I think every business is a little bit different. Like, where does affiliate really live? Does it live on the sales team? Does it live on the marketing team? Does it live on its own island? Does it live with performance marketing and with influencers? Like, every company has a different spot for the affiliate manager. And one constant that I see is everybody else on the marketing and the company side, for that matter, don't understand what affiliate marketing is. They see that it's performing if it's like a developed program over 2 years and doing well. All the other channels seem to be mad at us for being successful for whatever reason. But honestly, like, the best situation that I've ever can ask for is reporting to the CMO or the person in charge of lead generation, and them just letting me do my own thing and build those relationships over time. That's the biggest success that I've ever seen in companies that I've worked for.
Awesome. Dustin, we started this conversation with your great personality, and actually I would like to finish it with you and your personal brand, because I was really impressed while watching your podcast and just learning some things from you. And I would really love to ask you, you built a really strong brand in digital marketing space, and what advice would you give to someone who is trying to establish his presence, or maybe even better to say, to establish some credibility in such a competitive environment as affiliate marketing?
Tough to say. I started my podcast to sell the course. It's called Performance Marketing Manager, and it's a course that teaches affiliate management. And everything I know about affiliate management, I poured into this thing to teach others and that next generation of affiliate managers. And although the podcast didn't turn out to sell that many courses, what it ended up turning into is me being affiliate of other products, of other tools, of other things that I believe in the industry, and making friends more than anything. Oh, also education, me picking the brains of other people that are smarter in this industry than I am. It turned out to be the best thing for me as a brand. So what I can tell you is, think in terms of 10,000 hours. Like, if this is your brand, if this is what you want to do, if you want to be an influencer in something, stick to a category and be that person in that category, and just expect that it is going to be a very long, hard road of you continuing to make content. Only the very few are lucky that go viral with something, and don't plan on that. But if you have 100 episodes in your mind as like a goal of I'm going to do this for 100 episodes before I quit. And I promise you, I did 50 and I was about to throw this thing against the wall and just put it to bed. But I kept on getting feedback from friends of mine in the industry, and the relationships that I was building was so good for me, not just profit wise, but for connections in the industry for the future. And too often do people try to get revenue out of something too quickly. That's not my goal. Don't have that goal. Have that long-term vision of you're going to do 100 episodes, and things are going to get better as you continue, and you're going to grow as a person and as a business owner or entrepreneur, whatever you are in this space. So don't give up too early. I guess that would be the biggest takeaway.
I think it's a perfect piece of advice. Like, it's really inspiring. And Dustin, one more question. Since we are approaching the new year, I would like to know, where do you see affiliate marketing heading, and maybe what technologies or strategies do you think will reshape our industry?
I would say AI is coming. AI is going to take over other marketing disciplines like, paid media and SEO way before it takes over partnership marketing. I think we've got another 5 to 10 years of our jobs being safe, of like managing those relationships. But AI is coming, and the way you adapt to AI is the important part. If you are pushing it away and putting it off, you're going to be the one that is first left behind when the last of the jobs are out there. But if you are embracing it and taking it in and learning with it, you're going to continue your skill set and be better prepared for what those next opportunities are going to be 5 and 10 years down the line. So embrace all the opportunities, test all the tools, and see if they work for your workflow. And then outside of that, I think the industry as a whole is going to start working on conversion rate optimization for affiliates specifically, more than anything else. So today, affiliate marketing is, you have your website and you add affiliate on top of it, and you have landing pages that are there for affiliates. And some companies don't even do anything besides the homepage. And that is just a bad strategy. I would say a vast majority of affiliate programs out there only have the homepage as the landing page option for affiliates. You need to give options to affiliates so that they can convert at a higher rate, make more money, make you more money. So the future is really the conversion rate optimization of co-branded landing pages built for affiliates that are specific to their audience is going to boost that conversion rate extraordinarily high, which is why I'm so excited to be a part of Inflection and what we're doing over there in the e-com space and the health and wellness space. Is we can build those pages in a matter of 5 minutes rather than sending it to development to build it in a month. So that's that next step. And be a part of a company that is moving in that direction, and you'll be safe.
Perfect. Like the only thing I can add is, as you said, just embrace the opportunities and don't give up too early. This is like the secret.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes. Yeah. So Dustin, I just want to take a moment to sincerely thank you for joining me today. Your insight into affiliate marketing, especially from the perspective of your own journey, was really invaluable for me. And I'm sure our viewers will appreciate your practical advice just as much as I have. And the only thing I would like also to add is that is really inspiring for me, how passion and hard work that I noticed alongside your journey eventually lead to success in such a competitive environment. Really, my applause to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And one last thing, I've got a checklist for everybody to check out. Go to dustinhowes.com/checklist. Very easy. And you can get my 30-point checklist that I use when I'm launching affiliate programs so that you can go through that same process.
Amazing. I'm super excited to continue following your work and can't wait to apply some of your lessons we just discussed today. And I think you've given a lot to think about. And I hope you personally also enjoyed our conversation today.